It camouflages your cancer. Now, the FDA says it's putting forth a new rule to save your life. The agency is requiring mammography centers to inform women about breast density. Why? Because about 40% of women over the age of 40 have dense breasts. It's a condition that makes it more difficult to detect cancer during a mammogram. Our next guest, Joann Pushkin, started getting her annual mammograms at 40, but it wasn't until she was 46 and found a lump herself that she learned not only did she have breast cancer, but that her dense breasts made it harder for doctors to see the lump through screening. Now Joann is dedicated to helping women across the country get all the resources and information that they need. Joann is now the executive director of the Dense Breast Information Organization and joins me. Good to see you. You know, you didn't even...
Thank you for having me.
You didn't even find out about dense breasts until you found that lump that went undetected for what you say was a number of years. So what is this new FDA rule, Joann, going to do to prevent what you went through?
Well, I and women in 38 other states fought for these breast density informed laws to be told this information. And I and all these women had the same experience going for annual mammograms. No one told us we had dense breasts. We feel a lump, and that's when we find out. So the new FDA standard creates a national reporting standard so that all women that get mammograms in the United States will be told after their mammogram if they have dense breasts, that it can hide cancers on the mammogram, that it does increase her risk of developing breast cancer, and that there are other screening tools after mammography that increase cancer detection, and she should discuss those with her doctor.
Well, and that's what I want to talk to you about because, as you mentioned, it's recommended that women with dense breasts get these additional screenings on top of the mammogram, but it's not covered by insurance. So what can people do to ensure that they have the proper access to this kind of screening? Or is it at a point now where if you have it available to you, you're just going to have to pay the extra money?
Well, if your health provider feels that it's medically necessary for you to have additional screening, and often that's a combination of your breast density and other risk factors that would kind of kick off the qualification for it, generally it would be covered, though not necessarily without copay and deductible. And so to kind of even the playing field now, I mean, now all women are being told about their breast density as a national standard, and now we need some sort of national standard for insurance coverage. And so now there is a federal bill called the Find It Early Act, which would ensure that all insurance policies cover additional screening and diagnostic imaging for women with dense breast or who are at increased risk of developing breast cancer.
So there's also different levels of breast density, right? What exactly does that mean, and how does that affect women?
So when you have your mammogram, the radiologist that reviews the images rates a woman's breast density into one of four categories. The last two categories, known as heterogeneously dense or extremely dense, are considered dense breasts. So women with the densest breasts, and I had extremely dense breasts, have a 4 to 6 times increased risk of developing breast cancer than women with the least dense breasts. And in extremely dense breasts, a mammogram will miss about half of cancers if they're present. So this is critical information for women to be aware of, and certainly should inform their conversations with their health providers and ask the question, certainly, is my mammogram enough?
Good point. And today is National Mammography Day, so your message to women who are still hesitant about getting that mammogram done.
You know, the whole goal of screening is to find it early, and if you don't go for screening, we're not going to find it early. So it's, you know, cancer found early has a 5-year survival rate of 99%. A cancer found at a later stage, when it's begun to spread to other parts of the body, has a 5-year survival rate of under 30%. So it's important to find it early, and to find it early, you need to get screened.
Joann Pushkin, really appreciate your advocacy.
Thank you.